Good morning, everyone. In this video, I am going to show you how to make a sight words PYO using a sheet from Google, like an online coloring page. It doesn't have to already be a sight words file. I'm actually going to erase these words and put in my own words. So you would first go to Google. Obviously, I have Design Space already open and my canvas up. Go to Google, and for this particular one, I Googled color by sight word kindergarten, and you're just looking for a simple design. This has way too many intricate cuts, and those words are going to end up so tiny that you're going to either have like an 8-inch cookie for a kindergartner, or it's going to not work out for you and be a big headache. So find something simple that works for your group. And then you would right click, save image as, and then wherever you want to save it, I have a PYO file already in my folders. You could put it on your desktop, wherever it's easy for you to find. And I've already saved him as Sightbear, so I'm not going to resave him. Then you're going to go into your Design Space canvas, make him a little smaller. Move him over and upload. And you're going to pretend you don't already see him there, but while we're looking at him, I did him with the words and without. I used him with the words so that I could put him into my project and see which words matched so that I know which places need all be the same word. Upload image. And I'm actually going to do him without the words so that I can put my own in. PYO. Go to the file and select Sightbear. And I don't know why it takes 2 times to drag him over. Every single time, every image I do, it always takes 2 drags. Moderately complex, which I always just choose because it's the middle option. Now we need to get rid of all of this background. So we're going to use the select and erase. And erase all of these light gray areas. I'm not going to worry about the words because I'm going to erase them anyway, so I'm not going to worry about erasing like the centers of the O's, etc. Now we're going to take the eraser tool, make that a little bigger, make him a little smaller so I can see the whole thing, and I'm going to erase this banner, this outline around him. I'm going to get rid of the middle of his face real quick with the eraser wand. Go back to the eraser, and we're going to get rid of all of this extra stuff. You want no light gray in here at all, or the black. You just want to see that checkered background. Get rid of all of this. And then we'll erase all of those words as well. Almost done with this stuff. Okay, now I'm going to make my eraser a little bit smaller so that I can get inside here without touching the outline of the bear. Erase all these words. If you already had an image uploaded, you could also slice out all these words in Design Space in your canvas, but this is just so much faster and easier. Now we're going to preview him. Always, always preview. I missed this little piece right here in between. And actually, I think I'm going to leave it like that because that would be such, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Select and erase. This tiny piece right here is actually background, but I'm going to leave it because that's such a tiny piece to be messing with. So preview. And I'm just looking around for any black specks. Anytime you go off and touch something like I just zoomed in, I'm going to have to now hit preview again. And I don't see any outlines left. We'll continue. And then see, here's a black speck right there that I missed. So we'll go back. There's something inside his belly eraser tool that I'm probably the tip of an L or something. Continue. That's gone. I don't see any more, and I'm going to save him as a cut image. They changed Design Space up a little bit at the beginning of January, and I used to save everything as a print then cut. That way if I ever wanted to print that guy, you know I'm never going to find him again on the internet, so I would always save as a print just in case I wanted to later. But since they changed things up, I'm just doing it as a cut image, and I'll show you why. Let me do the other guy who was a print then cut. So this one, it has a fill that's a print. This is the one I did print and cut on, where if you go to this guy, it says no fill. And you want no fill cut for all of your stencils. So we're going to use this no fill cut file. Make him bigger. Now we're going to go ahead and put in our words. So we're going to use the word like for his face, and then we're going to also use the word like. Anywhere that you see the I in this one, we're going to put the word like. Oop, grab that word, and I'll show you how to enter that. I just had a couple of them already in there, but I'll show you how to make the font. I like that size for his foot. Let's see that. And I'm going to duplicate that word so that it's the same. Ooh, I accidentally duplicated him. Duplicate the word like. Let's find the right one. There it is, this one right here. Duplicate so it's the same size for his other foot. And then I'm going to bring this word like to the front. Arrange, send to the front so that I can move it. I'm going to eyeball center that. And then what I'm going to do is grab this like, shift key this like, and I want them on the same level playing field essentially. So I'm going to say align, and I want to align the bottom or the top, either way would work of those words. You just want to make them, I think I already eyeballed them pretty level. But let's just say that I had gotten one of them lower than the other, and I wanted them on the same playing field. Shift key, grab them both, align, and you can either align top if I wanted them to move up, or if I had wanted them to move down, I would align the bottom. Those look pretty good. Oh, sorry about that. And let's see, let's pick some more. So there's the eyes. We got all of this eye, and these two eyes. Now we're going to choose a word for the arms. And we'll pick, let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Let's pick the word my. Over here, we're going to insert a text on the left. Grab the word text right there, and that gives you a text box. And choose your font. I look through my system fonts, and then I find one that just looks like it would be a nice, thick, clear, which in this case is the Arcena, A-R-C-E-N-A. I like that one. It's a nice, bold, clear font. So we're going to put the word my, and enter. Or not, we didn't need to enter, just move it. And I made it red just because of designing, looking at it differently than the bear. So we're going to need this word my in both of his ears. So I'm going to size this for this ear. And I'm going to move all of this down so that it doesn't keep disappearing on me up there. Okay, this needs a, oop, undo, I moved him. I'm going to grab this word my and just move it a little bit. made it a little bit smaller. So you're just trying to get it away from the edges of him. That looks good. And so now that I know I have this size appropriate, I'm going to duplicate that for the other ear. Turn that, make that fit, and just kind of visually match. And then I'm going to grab this one, shift key, grab that. They actually look like they're already on a level playing field, but align, and I'll say align top. They were. And then I also need those two guys for the arms, because the word love is there and the word love is there, and you can make up your own words and do your own coloring however you want it to look. So I'm going to grab those two and duplicate them, and then just move this down to the arms and move it over. And then now I'll individually move these where I think they look good and they fit in well. So now I'm going to grab this one and shift key, grab this one, and I'm going to align the bottom because I know I like where this one on the right is and it's lower. So align the bottom. Then I'll just move this one over to fit inside. That looks good. This arm is a little bit skinnier than this arm, so it looks a little bit different, but it still fits, so it works. Now we need to do the heart, is also that word in this particular example anyway. So I'm just going to put the word my in the middle of this heart, and I'm going to center that horizontally so that it lines up to the middle of that bear. You want to do the center horizontally, and I'll show you why. If I hit center, it's going to put it in the center of the entire design, and I don't want that. So I'm going to undo that action, grab the word my, shift key, grab my bear, align, center horizontally. Now it's in the middle of the heart because the heart's in the middle of the bear. And let's see, all we have left is this part of his face. Where's this first like? There it is. I'm gonna move that down just a little bit. Make sure it's centered, align, and center horizontally. There we go. It was not. Thought it looked funny. And then we want to do something for these two pieces right here. So what word are we gonna choose for that? So my, like, and see here they did I love you, which is super cute. You could do that if you wanted to. Let's pick the word. I'm looking at a little sight words list here, picking a word. Let's do C, S-E-E. So text, S-E-E, and it just keeps the same text that I had already chosen. I'm going to change that red, and then move that to these sides of the belly. And I'm going to duplicate that because I like that size. And I have this guy selected, and I'm going to select the one that is above it, and I'm going to align the tops, click off of that, and then I'm just going to grab the one on the right there and move it over to the other side of the bear. There we go. So this, there's nothing on his face here, but if you wanted to put something on his face, because, I mean, they need to color his face, right? They're kindergartners. They want to color everything. Let's do another text box, and we'll do, since it's such a small space, we'll just do the letter I, the word I, which is also a sight word. Change that to red. And move it to his face, and size it so that it fits. Oop, undo, I moved the bear. Grab that little guy, make it a little bigger. I want it to fit in there, but also be big enough to cut and see. So I'll bring it down a little bit, and then I'm going to center that, shift key, get my bear, and align that. I'm going to center that horizontally. So there you go, you have him. Now though, in order to get all of those words to cut out of our actual stencil, because he's just an outline, you can't slice them out of him, but we're going to insert a shape, our stencil frame, square, there we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this the size of whatever cookie I'm going to put that on. Let's say I'm going to make that 3 inches tall. Going to put all of this, I'm going to go ahead for just a minute, I'm going to group that. I'm going to make this white just because it's easier to see on the video. And now I'm going to select him. Oh, let me make my square bigger. My stencil frame I'm going to make 5.5 inches. And then I'm going to center this into the middle of it. That's why I grouped them together, so that I could center it all. Align, center. So now he's in the middle of my stencil frame. Now I'm going to click back on this and ungroup that. And the reason you need to ungroup that is you can only slice with 2 objects selected. For instance, I'm going to select from the top of my layers panel the letter I, and I'm going to shift key and select my stencil frame and slice. So now that gave us slice result, and then this cut. I want to get rid of one of those because we don't need either of those. Let me move my guy to the front so you can see him. This one. I'm going to get rid of this one just so that he's not in the layers panel now. Move him, arrange, send to front so you can see him. Now he has the letter I cut out right there. So now I'm going to select the next thing, this word C, and my square, slice. And we don't need any of these words, so as we go I'm just going to clean up my layers panel and delete those 2 words. Next is going to be the bear and the next word C, slice. Go up to the top, get rid of slice, or get rid of the word C. Oh, actually, let me undo. I think I didn't grab that and it's still there. It was. So sight bear, the word C, slice, now what's happening? Sorry about that, guys. Back up the bus. I'm grabbing the bear instead of the square. So square and the word C. Slice. There we go. Now we have 2 of the word C at the top. Delete those guys. Now we're going to grab slice result of our square and the next word, my. Slice. Delete these words. Grab the square, next word, slice. Get rid of these slices. Just cleaning up the layers panel as I go because we don't need any of those things that we're slicing out. We're slicing them out because we don't need them. Next word, slice. Shift key to grab both of those and delete them. Next word, slice with my square. Grab both of these with my shift key, delete. Next word, slice. Grab them both, delete them. We're almost done. Slice. Get rid of these two word like. Slice with both of those grabbed. Get rid of these. Delete. One word left. Slice. Get rid of this and this. Delete. Now, I picked the sight bear. I'm going to move him back to the front so we can see him. Now, when we grab him and this slice result, which is our frame, and attach them, you can see, can you see that well? Yeah, you can see that pretty well. I'm going to make this bigger though so you can look at it. Now we have our stencil is going to be cut out with this outline of him. Again, this is a silk screen. This is not a regular stencil with plastic. To do plastic, you would have to slice every single one of these E's. And there's not really any way around slicing if you're going to do a sight word thing, because they're going to require vowels, and all the A's, E's, and O's would need to be sliced out to bridge. So I wouldn't really recommend doing this without silkscreen. If you want to, you could, but these are teensy tiny itty bitty little bridges to be placing and messing with. It can be done, it's just a lot of work. So here is your adorable silkscreen sight word bear in all his lovely cuteness. And then again, I would just make a little piece of paper cheat sheet you can print out that says the sight words and what colors they should be for the kids. If you have any questions, as always, place them in the comments.